This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for April 18th, 2022. It's currently March 25th, 2022, 12:52 a.m. The overall theme and behavior for the day is multiple failed attempts to reach key resistance. It's the interference card, the Eight of Swords. Multiple failed attempts to breach key resistance. There's that unicursal once again. Even in the midst of multiple headwinds, we push higher to reach the high for the day. An important support level, or important price level, I should say, is met at the low. This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for April 18th, 2022. It's currently April 7th, 11:20 p.m., 2022. So the overall behavior and theme for the day is multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. We have we meet resistance and then we decline from resistance with a spike up. This is in the pre-market with a spike up to meet moving averages as resistance, and then we fall further with the spike up that doesn't go as high as the last spike and meets moving average resistance. It's kind of like a decline with these little lower spikes on the spikes up on the way down. And then we have a move through a resistance level and back down through that same price level briefly thereafter, creating kind of like an A. You have the price level and then a move higher through it, back down through it again. And that takes place roughly around somewhere around the open. And the combination of the fortune card and the love card, I sense this is likely the high for the day right here. We have selling from that high, a reversal in the first half hour, and selling down from that high between roughly 10 and 11. We meet support between roughly 11 and 12-ish. And then we revisit that, testing that resistance that we had tested earlier at least once, maybe possibly twice already. We test that around midday, and then we fall. We have a trough from that test, and that decline is roughly between roughly 1 and 2 o'clock, and then from a support level we move. There's a fast sudden move higher that marks the end of a period of rotation, and this takes place somewhere roughly between 2 and 3 o'clock, and then in the last hour, between roughly 3 and the close, there's 3 crisscrosses through the same price level, and on the third cross through, it indicates it looks like it's going to be a bullish trend, but then right at the close it looks like we do have further decline, and we do have a correlation to the theme card at the very end of the day, which is another would indicate multiple failed attempts to break through resistance, followed by a decline through multiple support levels in the post-market. Looks like in the midst of a lot of negative headwinds, we keep pushing higher, but we don't break out. That's why we don't have a correlation to any of the timeline cards with the high correlator, and then the low correlator. The lows form after meeting resistance at a important price level, and being that it's lows, we have one here. Looks like we have one the following day. It looks like they form after we meet an important price level, and we meet that important price level multiple times. And that's April 18th, 2022. A decline with increasing momentum is the sneak preview card for the following day, the 19th. And that's that, guys. Let me know if you like this type of stuff, if you want to keep seeing this type of stuff, and do me a favor and hit that subscribe and that share button if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate the support. Pay it forward, my friends. I love to hear when you guys are making money from this. If you have your own strategies, please tell me, and I get to all these comments as soon as I can. Love you guys. I'll see you later.